Boston City Councilors are joining up with the local Boys and Girls Club and the Foundation for Boston Centers for Youth and Families in a Boston Youth Expo. To tell us about the event happening Saturday is our guest and aide to City Councilor Andrea Campbell, Juwan Skeens. Juwan, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
First of all, this is happening at a place that you grew up with, right there in District 4.
That is correct. I went to the Joseph Lee School right down the street from the Boys and Girls Club.
And you also went to the club too, right?
Yes, I did, for after-school programming.
What was that like for you?
Going to the club for after-school programming was a lot of fun because it helped develop me as a young male looking to grow up in the city of Boston. It gave us access to different things around art, music, performances, just gave us our outlet to be us. And I wanted to continue that type of feeling with the Expo, so that's why I chose the Boys and Girls Club to keep that movement going.
Yeah, of course. What about the mission of this event? Because this is something you've been, I guess, talking about with the councilor too.
Yeah. So basically, the mission of this event is to bring resources over to Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan. A lot of people have known Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan to be known as a disconnected neighborhood. This is a way for me to have this expo and keep our neighbors, our residents connected to these resources that are out there and allow them to grow inside the city of Boston.
Now, there are some things that people know about already, but there may be some things that they don't know about.
Yes.
So talk about what kind of things would they be able to sample or learn about at this event?
Thank you for asking that question. So one of the biggest reasons why I'm putting on this expo today, on Saturday actually, is mainly because of my own personal experiences that I've had growing up. So I actually grown up inside of Boston Public Schools. I went to the Joseph Lee School, and then I went to Tumulty Middle School and Excel High School. At Excel High School, we had Boston Public School guidance counselors that, of course, kept us connected and engaged when it came to like after-school programs or jobs or even trying to get into college. But there are always that pool of kids that just don't get that individualized time, that just need that extra hand up in the right direction. And definitely I wanted to be able to bring these resources to those kids and provide that type of resource for them and, see how this works as a pilot. And if this is something that works, then definitely if from the evaluations that we have for the expo, if they say they want something different, if they want something again, definitely we'll, keep them interested. But I mean, it's entirely up to the community.
This is BNN News, and we're talking with Juwan Skeens about the Boston Youth Expo. Juwan, talk about what you've got planned for the event itself, because this is not just going to be, gathering information. It's going to be sort of a fun time, right?
Absolutely. It's going to be a lot of fun. So in terms of what we have planned for the event, we have a little bit over 35 agencies that are going to be attending. And this is also going to include workshops. So we have workshops that address financial literacy. We have workshops that address career-friendly workforce development, resume cover letter writing. If you're learning to film, so think to BNN for actually having a Youth Voices program where they're actually going to be at the Expo sharing some of the work that they do. So there's going to be a lot of different workshops that kids get to tap into. There's leadership development, there's networking. So there's a lot that kids can tap into, and I just wanted to make sure that kids knew that these resources are out here, they're local, and that you can get to them MBTA accessible.
And, I imagine here you've got a parent bringing a child. What age groups we're talking? It's going to be almost from very young to well into the teens, probably.
Absolutely. So I'm looking to serve ages 16 to 21 years old inside the city of Boston. Definitely just trying to make sure that they're connected to every resource as much as possible.
And of course, the great thing is that sometimes even the teens themselves might not know that they're interested in something until they actually see someone who can talk about it.
Absolutely. Teens, I mean, growing up, you never know exactly what you're interested in. And graduating high school, I didn't know exactly if I wanted to go into college directly or if I wanted to join into the workforce. So when I, made the decision. You know, I was the senior class president inside of my high school, and I had an interest inside of, you know, politics. I was interested in learning what is that. In school, I didn't get to learn about, you know, what the city council was, what they do. It was something that I actually was able to speak to the counselor about, and she introduced me to a lot of different things around how to be civically engaged. And, you know, I was just interested from there, and I wanted to see how can I give more back to my community, and that's how we came
Well,
to
you
it.
mentioned the clubs on Talbot Avenue, right near the corner of Blue Hill Avenue. Lots of bus connection there.
Yes, it
and
is.
And the time this is going to be on Saturday?
It's going to be running from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Right. Thank you very much for being with us.
Of course.
Juwan Skeens.